Two men are behind bars on the death of James Pocket Ledford and Jacqueline Carroll in Cleveland. If you remember, a little more than a week ago, Ledford's body was found in a truck near the Fort Hill Cemetery, and Jacqueline Carroll was found in a ditch days later. Sydney Edwards joins us now live in Cleveland to tell us about the two people who have been arrested. Sydney.
Josh, we now have the affidavits tying two suspects to their murders, and now one of those suspects is tied to another crime, and officials say that makes for a unique situation. Christopher Roberson and Alfonso Johnson, both charged with first-degree murder for two people, conspiracy to commit murder, and tampering with evidence.
Roberson was arrested at a residence in Chattanooga, and so he will be brought back here where he will face these charges and have a trial. But
Cleveland Police Sergeant Evie West says Johnson was already being held in Hamilton County for another incident.
We can't give a lot of information because there's flight risks and different stuff, you know.
According to an affidavit, Chattanooga police interviewed a woman at the hospital who said Johnson shot her because she was suspicious he was connected to the murder of Ledford and Carroll. After police spoke with witnesses, it is believed that Roberson went looking for Ledford after he thought he stole his motorcycle. Witnesses say eventually Ledford and Carroll went to a house on High Street where Roberson and Johnson were, and in the affidavit, a witness heard gunshots. After serving a warrant, the affidavit says police found a gun and blood at that home. Community members say this was a scary situation to hear about.
The world right now it's a scary place. I mean, everywhere you go, you have to look over your shoulder.
And with multiple homicides in just the last few weeks, some are wondering what their town is turning into.
It's just kind of you wonder what is going on. Is something wrong? What's happening in my community?
Like I've said in every other press conference that I've done, this was a targeted attack. This is not random acts of violence. It was targeted attack.
West says the general public should not be concerned. She says it's up to the courts and how their trials proceed.
I mean, if you're going to take a life, you need to spend the rest of your life behind bars.
Evie West said though Johnson and Roberson are arrested, the department will continue investigating until they're sure all loose ends are tied up and justice is served to those responsible. Reporting live in Cleveland, Sydney Edwards, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Sydney. Evie West says more information on the cold case, or this case anyway, could come out in the next week. We'll keep you updated on what we learn on this.